Offset just got shot outside a Florida casino, but the part that has the whole internet locked in is not just the shooting. It's the fact that Lil Tjay's name got wrapped into this story almost instantly, and now people are trying to figure out what's real, what's rumor, and what actually happened outside that Hard Rock Valet area. Because here's what we know right now. Offset was injured outside the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida. Police say it happened after an altercation. Lil Tjay was taken into custody over that altercation. But at the same time, his side is pushing back hard on the idea that he was the one behind the shooting. So this video is not about wild internet guesses. This is about the real timeline. Why Lil Tjay's old issues with Offset made this blow up even faster, and the new details that changed the whole conversation overnight. And once you get to the hospital photo, the Boosie reaction, and Quavo stepping in with that subtle post, this story starts feeling even bigger than just one chaotic night at a casino. Now let's get to the actual scene. Police say the shooting happened Monday night outside the valet area at the Seminole Hard Rock.
Okay, so here's the deal. So I'm walking up to the Hard Rock Casino on the guitar side. And as I'm walking up, I see Offset sitting on the ledge on the right. And he's sitting with another gentleman. And this gentleman has on it had to say YPN or YTN necklace or something like that. Offset was in his phone. He was looking in his phone. I spoke to him. He looked up, he spoke to me, and then he went right back into his phone. And I walked into the building. Now, this is what I want to say. First of all, those phones are a major distraction. And when you somebody on a level of Offset, like, you can't be outside in public and have your face down on your phone, because if you're not up looking, watching what's coming or who's coming, you don't know what's going on. So first of all, we need to make sure we paying attention. And second of all, you can't be out here with no security, bro. You can't.
Offset was the person hurt, and officials say his injuries were not life-threatening. 2 people were detained in the aftermath, and the investigation is still active. Because this is the first real human detail that pulls the viewer into the moment. He wasn't in some dark alley. He was outside, visible, moving around, waiting on valet. And then everything changed fast. That detail matters because it makes the whole thing feel immediate. Not like a rumor, not like a blog post, but like a real timeline that went left in public. And that is also why the internet reacted the way it did. When something happens that fast in a high-traffic place, people start connecting names before police even finish sorting out the scene. But the biggest reason Lil Tjay got connected so quickly goes back to a problem that already existed before that night. Lil Tjay had already put Offset on blast publicly before all this. According to Jay, Offset borrowed money from him at a casino. Jay claimed the number was $10,000, and he made it sound like Offset was under pressure and needed help in the moment. TJ also pushed the idea that Offset never paid him back.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all the stream too. That broke, that pop. I'll tell y'all a true story. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit casino. He was popped. He was panicking. He was asking random people for cash apps. He was broke. I don't know what happened. Nobody was answering his phone call. He popped, trying to run up, chasing. Must got a gambling addiction. And the says, yo, he just popped. He calling for cash apps in front of me. I ain't gonna lie to you. The first 5 I offered, I'm like, yo, you pop. You waiting for some bread? Waiting for my money. I swung that 5. You know how I get. He gets popped.
And that things got ugly after that. This is not proof that Lil Tjay had anything to do with the shooting. This is the public backstory that explains why fans instantly started putting 2 and 2 together the second Offset got hit.
The last thing I seen was Offset looking at me like this. Yo, that shot me. That shot me. La is a rat. I don't do no damn fighting.
Man, you just want to tell us what happened?
Did I shoot? Crazy.
They're saying you were disorderly. Outside the casino, there was a fight near the
Smack the out of Offset. He would never play with me like that in his life.
Does somebody owe you money?
Ask Offset.
He owe you money?
Ask Offset.
Because once people remembered the debt talk, the gambling talk, and the see you when I see you energy, the internet did what it always does. It filled in the blanks before the facts were ready. But then a new twist hit the story and forced everybody to slow down. That twist is this. Yes, Lil Tjay was arrested, but what police and major outlets are saying is a lot narrower than what social media was saying. He was charged in connection with the altercation around the scene, including disorderly conduct, and reporting also says there was a driving-related charge. His attorney then pushed back and said he was not shot and was not charged with shooting Offset. Because if Lil Tjay's name drove the headlines, but the actual shooting still isn't solved in public, then who really turned this situation into what it became? Then the story took another turn when those hospital images started moving. Offset outside the hospital, smoking, alive, clearly shaken but still up. That image changed the energy of the whole story. It told the audience this was serious, but it also told them this did not end the worst possible way. And that matters, especially with Offset, because the shadow of Takeoff is always there whether people say it out loud or not. And once the reaction started rolling in, that's when this stopped feeling like just one local incident and started feeling like another major rap world warning sign.
Good to see you at the game and not the casino. Y'all crazy. Me and Sid always at that casino. We gambled together a couple months ago at that casino, me and Sid. Told her to go with the don'ts. Me and Sid always at the casino gamble. Sid a G, man. I ain't tripping on this shit.
This is where Quavo comes in. A simple prayer hands post says a lot without saying much at all. And with this history, people are automatically going to read deeper into it. Offset, Quavo, Takeoff, another public shooting, another chaotic scene tied to a rap star. That alone is enough to make people stop and look at this differently. Offset survived. Lil Tjay's name became part of the story fast, but the public facts still leave major questions open. And now, the biggest question is what really triggered the gunfire outside that casino, and whether the next update brings an arrest, new footage, or a completely different version of events. Because right now, this story still feels unfinished. And if the next detail drops, this could get even bigger. If you want the next chapter when it drops, subscribe.
Yes, sir, man. I feel good. I feel proud. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make a difference. So I came out in my state, Georgia, Atlanta, come vote. You know what I'm saying? Come hit these polls up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody been going through the same pain. We can fix it, make a change. You dig what I'm saying? By voting. I just voted my first time, 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? I got past my record and my past history, and I'm able to vote. So I'm out here voting. Let's go. Everybody hit them polls in Atlanta right now, man. Let's get it.